Hey guys, I'm Dupes here. Welcome to another review of On the Couch. Alright, today I am going to be talking about 3 Days to Kill. Oh god, this movie was awesome. This movie was what I needed this weekend. Not Pompeii. I needed me some kick-ass Kevin Costner. Alright. Written by Luc Besson and directed by Mac G. That is what I needed from this. Alright, so the premise is Kevin Costner is a CIA badass. He's trying to find this terrorist. But he ends up going through a failed mission because one of his partners, the Bob of the main villain, as he's called, the albino, recognizes one of Kevin Costner's teammates, and he kills her off pretty brutally for a PG-13. Boy, it's like by crushing her head with an elevator. This movie's off to a good start. Kevin Costner ends up realizing while he's chasing the albino that he has a form of brain cancer and he only has a few months to live. So Kevin Costner is relieved of his duties from the CIA. He goes to Paris because why not? It's a Luc Besson script. It's got to be in Paris. He goes to see his estranged wife and daughter in order to get his affairs in order. And this is where the movie takes a turn for the better. This is where I really start digging it. Because here, Kevin Costner is not a super badass like Liam Neeson is in Taken. He's a regular guy. He's a guy who just happens to be in the CIA. He's a father. He's not a perfect one, but he's still a father. He's a father who actually cares. And he's screwed up. He's screwed up big time with his family. And it's very evident. It actually feels genuine here. His wife doesn't trust him because he was gone for 5 years. His daughter is hostile towards him because he was gone for 5 years. And this is where I'm going to start making Taken comparisons. Where, while I do like Taken, I think 3 Days to Kill was much better written here. And I'll tell you why. Because in 3 Days to Kill, the wife is not, doesn't trust him, she's not hostile towards him. She actually gives him a chance. In Taken, it's very evident while Liam Neeson does his best, while Liam Neeson is not always there for his family, he does at least try his best to be there for his daughter. He even makes sure that he's always there on her birthdays every year. I'm trying to remember, but I don't even think he's missed a single birthday. And for some reason, Famke Janssen is a bitch to him in Taken. Just hostile for no reason, because he seems to have a decent relationship with his daughter, which you would think a mother would want, but no, she has to be mean to him for no reason, especially when it's also partially her fault that their daughter got kidnapped in the first place. In 3 Days to Kill, it's very justifiable why Kevin Costner's wife doesn't trust him. Same thing with Haley Steinfeld as the daughter. It's very evident why she lies to him. It's very evident why she doesn't want anything to do with him. Because she feels like all he's going to do is run away again. That's not the case here. He really does want to be with his daughter. He really does want to spend time. Hell, he buys her a bike, a friggin' bike as a gift, and he takes it with him everywhere he goes. He doesn't leave it out of his sight. Even when he's with his daughter, he just goes, "Get on the bike. Here's the bike. You take the bike. Don't leave the bike." Not knowing she doesn't know how to ride a bike. And it doesn't feel like a forced joke. It feels genuine. And if you think this is going to be like Taken, it's not. It's not like Taken where it's action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene. It builds up to those action scenes. It's not a cliched action movie. It builds up. It has heart. It has character to it. And it's funny. It's very funny. I can't think of a single time I didn't laugh at this movie because from the dialogue, from the scenes, from the scenarios. It's funny. It really is. Kevin Costner is really not wanting to do any more action, any more killing. He just wants to spend what time he has left with his family. That's all he wants to do. But Amber Heard, who plays this really crazy CIA agent, tells him, "Look, we will give you this experimental drug to help cure or treat your cancer if you help track down the guy you were trying to kill in 3 days. That's all you got to do." The payoff is actually pretty well done. But the other thing is, what's great about that part is it doesn't happen often. It's less of an action movie and more of a guy who's thrown into a situation. He sees there's an opportunity presents itself in the form of he's got to kill these guys in order to get something so he can spend even longer with his family. And also, Amber Heard is not like the obvious traitorous person where she's going to double cross him at the end or say like, "Yeah, we have your daughter. You have 3 days to kill these people, and then you can have her back." No. She really wants to help him. She also really wants him to get better, to be able to spend time with his family. She just does it in her own weird way, and she does have a catch. But it's not a do this or we kill your daughter thing. It's do this or you are going to die. We're not going to kill you, but you're going to die. They do kind of give him a choice in a way. It's like, you do this, we'll give you the drug. If you don't, then good luck, buddy. We'll get someone else, but you're gonna die. That's what they do. They actually legitimately want to help him, and I'm glad for that. I'm glad that they're doing something like that and not falling on the cliches of the evil, shadowy portion of the CIA. Because it's really a cliche I'm really kind of sick and tired of. And plus, Amber Heard is just fun. Is a scream in this because she's just really weird in this movie. She's really weird. She spends half her time auditioning girls at a strip club, which, by the way, for a PG-13, they don't try very hard to hide the nipples behind poorly rendered CGI smoke. But yeah, and even for a movie called 3 Days to Kill, there's not a lot of Kevin Costner killing people. I mean, he kills people. He really does. But he doesn't, kill the people he's supposed to. Like, he kidnaps one of the henchmen of the guy he's supposed to kill, who's actually a father himself. And he kidnaps him more than once. And the only reason why he kidnaps them is because he wants advice on how to be a better father. And it's great. There's actually a bit of a weird friendship between these two. There really is. You can actually tell Kevin Costner kind of wants to be this guy's friend. But the other guy doesn't want to because he's scared of him. But he feels like if he isn't Kevin Costner's friend, Kevin Costner's going to kill him. But he doesn't because he knows that this man's a father and he doesn't want to take that away from his children. Kevin Costner has an apartment where he walks in and he finds these people that he never invited. These people, I assume from Africa, more than likely, who are squatters. What squatters are is people who have nowhere to go, and I'm probably wrong about this, but this is what they explain. They have nowhere to go. They're told to stay in here for a certain amount of time, I think 6 months, and the owner of the place that these squatters are at are not allowed to kick them out for 6 months. Otherwise, they will go to jail. How that works, I have no idea. But it does make for very good, heartwarming scenes. Like, for instance, there's a little kid. Every time Kevin Costner comes in with a new guy to interrogate, kid like tries to give him a high five. He just walks past him. But kid obviously just looks up to this guy, even though he had a gun pointed at him. He obviously looks up to Kevin Costner as like this cool badass. And of course he is a badass, even though he pointed a gun at a pregnant woman and her father and her little brother. But they actually respect him because he allowed them to stay. They made a deal, but Kevin Costner actually went back on that and allowing them to stay because he's actually grown as a character, which is great. It actually doesn't feel forced, especially for a Mac G film, where that usually is the case. But yeah, like I said, Kevin Costner doesn't really kill a lot of people except for like maybe the grunts. He kills the grunts. He kills the albino with a subway car, or a metro train, which was cool because he's like dazed out from having his heart racing, especially when he's got brain cancer and it's killing him. He's still pretty badass when it comes to that. But yeah, he doesn't really kill anyone important. He doesn't kill. I mean, the only important person he kills is the albino. He doesn't kill the father he keeps kidnapping. He doesn't kill the accountant that he was gonna get but couldn't because his daughter called him over something tedious, or over the fact that he forgot to spend time with her, which I'll get to in a little bit. But when he does go, he kidnaps him, takes him back to his little apartment where the squatters are at. Little kid's sitting there just like watching the door. So, it's like don't go in there. You can't go in there. Boss is working. Yeah, don't even try. But no, and he's gonna interrogate him. And this accountant, who's Italian, is scared shitless. Just scared shitless. And then Kevin Costner's daughter calls him. The daughter wants to know how to make spaghetti sauce. So Kevin Costner asks the accountant how to make spaghetti sauce. This guy is like, oh, I will tell her how to make spaghetti sauce. I'm going, oh my god. This guy, this is great. It's like, it goes from an interrogation scene to how to make spaghetti sauce. Like, it is kind of random, but it works here. It actually works here. Because this guy actually doesn't want to give anything away because he's afraid he's going to die afterwards. So he's talking to his daughter as long as possible to stay alive. And it's just hilarious because then after Kevin Costner hangs, I was like, no, I was going to tell her about my mother's cannoli. I'm like, I would have loved to hear how to make cannoli because I want to make cannoli. Cannoli is really good, by the way. but yeah, there is more than one funny scene. And he also surprisingly doesn't kill the main villain. He doesn't. Amber Heard kills him. Because Kevin Costner's like, fuck it. I'm not doing this. I'm done. I'm dying. My nose is bleeding for the millionth time in this movie. I'm done. You kill him. And she does. But she doesn't double cross him because he didn't do it. She's like, fine. You're done. You can live the rest of your life in peace now. And it works. And I like that. I like the fact that they didn't fall on those stupid cliches. I like the fact that they didn't make her a villain. Because I swear I thought she was going to be a villain when I first saw this trailer. I really did. Hell, I thought this was a Jack Ryan prequel, but it's not. I mean, it could have been. It really could have been, but it's not. No, this is the year of Costner is what this is. This is the freaking year of Costner. But yeah, this movie's really good. The characters are likable. I mean, they're not treated like idiots. The dialogue is clever. The scenes are funny and very genuine, heartwarming moments. And the action scenes are really good. They're very good. I don't think there was much CGI, if any. Actually, you know what? There was no CGI. I doubt there was any CGI. Especially when you got somewhere like Paris. Okay? You can use Paris as excellent scenery, as excellent action scenes. I should know I was there. Alright, throughout the entire movie, I kept pointing out where I've been in Paris. Paris is a beautiful place, and it's perfect for those kinds of movies. Alright, I mean, hell, I was even in the metro station where Kevin Costner kills the albino. I was there. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Got a phone call. Alright, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. The 3 Days to Kill is a really good movie. It's good. It really is. I just had a good time watching this movie. I mean, there are times where I feel like it could have been R, but at the same time, it was a hard R. I mean, it's a hard PG-13 in some cases. God. Yeah. So, God, I really want to talk more about this movie, but I just don't want to give too much away because I've already done that. But I don't want to give so much away that it's going to ruin the humorous scenes for you because it's just really good. I don't want to ruin everything because there are parts of it where it's less twists and more just coincidence, and that's what makes it funny. That's what makes it good. I mean, you can see it coming, but it's good. It's really good. But yeah, so yeah. Score, I would give 3 Days to Kill an 8 out of 10. That's what I'm going to give because I really did have a good time. I know, I think some people are giving it mixed reviews, but I'm definitely giving this an 8 out of 10 because it deserves it. It really does. It's better writing than Taken. It's got better characters as well. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for 3 Days to Kill. Alright, now for trailers. See, I really just mostly got the same things, except for a few here. There are a few that I got that new ones that I did get. I got Divergent again. But it was more of a featurette, but I'm not going to go into it. Draft Day, another Kevin Costner movie that I talked about before, where it involves football. One thing I did forget to mention is Dennis Leary's in this, playing Dennis Leary, the asshole. So yeah, you got me sold on Dennis Leary, the asshole. And Frank Langella's also in it, as well as Jennifer Garner, which is weird seeing Jennifer Garner play Kevin Costner's girlfriend or wife. It's kind of weird, to be honest. I got Noah again. I got Nonstop. Edge of Tomorrow. I got. Last time I saw it, I think it was attached to The Hobbit. This is like Groundhog's Day meets Starship Troopers meets Elysium. That's what it is. With Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise plays a soldier who has to relive his death every single time. Every day he relives his death, or he dies in a different way. And I kind of like those sort of movies. Because it makes for great. It actually does make for great science fiction storytelling. Let's see. I got The Other Woman again. I got a horror movie called Oculus. It involves mirrors. I don't necessarily know what all is going on there. But it's definitely interesting. And what's even better, Karen Gillan is in it. Amy Pond from Doctor Who is in it. I'm looking forward to that now, just because it's got one of my favorite companions from Doctor Who in it. Okay, I love Amy Pond. I don't think I've ever cried as much as when Amy Pond left the series. Okay, I love her that much, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing her in Guardians of the Galaxy, because she looks freaking badass in that movie. Let's see. I also got Brick Mansions, which is a remake of District B13. And a lot of people who probably have not even seen the original is going to know this as the last finished movie of Paul Walker. This is a remake. Like I said, this is a remake of District B13. And what's even weirder is the fact that the guy who starred in the original is starring in this one. David Bell, I think his name is. I could be wrong. He's the guy who invented parkour. Which, let me tell you, that's actually amazing. That parkour is incredibly impressive. I mean, and I'm an Assassin's Creed fan, so when you should throw in some parkour, some impressive parkour, you got me sold. I am sold. So yeah. But yeah, Brick Mansions is the name of this, because these criminals run these giant two-story brick houses with a wall surrounded by them. I have to watch the original just to know what the hell is going on, because I don't know what's going on. All I know is Paul Walker's playing a cop who has to team up with a convict who knows parkour, which is awesome. So yeah, looking forward to that. And that's about it. Most of those trailers I've seen before, so I'm not going to go into it. So yeah, this week I got Nonstop and I got Son of God. So I will see you guys later this week. What I will do is I will try to get Nonstop at a pre-screening, and I'll review that later the next day, and then I will go see Son of God and get that up. So I will see you guys later. See ya.